Hello children, welcome back to this session. In today's class, we are going to discuss about evolution of life forms, a theory. That is, in earlier class, we have spoken about theories of origin of life. From here, we are going to speak about theories of evolution. So, what is origin and what is evolution? Origin is how first life began. Evolution is how the simple forms of life have been converted into complex form. So, to tell about this, many theories have been put forward. And the first theory, what we are going to discuss is theory of special creation. So, let us come for that. This theory of special creation is a mythological theory proposed by Father Saures. He has given three important connotations, features, or ideas with regarding to how new forms of life have evolved. So the first connotation is all living organisms that we see today were created as such. That is, evolution has occurred once. So all the organisms that we see today were created. For example, if you go for this theory of special creation, they believe that all universe, planets, galaxies, and life forms were created by supernatural power called God. He created them in one stretch. So that's what they say that. So therefore, all living organisms we see today was created as such. They have not changed. They were created as such. Second point, the diversity was always the same since creation and will be the same in future also. That is, living forms show varieties. There are different types of living organisms both in plants and animals. So this variation is not occurring day to day. It has been created, it has remained as it is, and it will continue to remain even in future. So diversity is not occurring every time. It is created, it remains same, and it also continues to remain the same. Third important thing is Earth is about 4,000 years old. So in this theory, they have told that Earth is not very old, it is just 4,000 years old. So these are the three important connotations or ideas or major features of theory of special creation. So this can be asked for 3 marks. List out the what can say connotations of theory of special creation. So now the question is whether this theory can be believed. You remember that this theory was believed for longer time, and even today some sect of religions are believing with regarding to this. That's why I told you it's a mythological theory given by philosophers, religious leaders, and so on. So that is this theory is overall summary of all those people. So now the question is, this theory is agreeable or not agreeable? Science always asks evidence. What are the evidence for this theory? So the proposers of theory of special creation, they don't have any evidences. So hence at present this theory of special creation has been discarded in scientific world. Now the question is how this theory has been discarded. So there are about 11 critics given against the theory of special creation by different scientists, and two scientists are very prominent among them. That is, the ideas or connotations of theory of special creation were strongly challenged during 19th century and were proved to be wrong by two prominent scientists of that period. One is Charles Darwin, who worked in Galapagos Island, Pacific Ocean by traveling a sea voyage in a ship called as HMS Beagle. So he worked in Galapagos Island for 13 years. He has proposed a theory. By proposing Charles Darwin theory or Darwinism, he has tried to disprove the theory of special creation. The contemporary of Charles Darwin was Alfred Wallace. So he also worked on evolution but in a different place, that is in Malay archipelago, Indonesian islands. So he also came to the same conclusion as that of Darwin. So these two people, they have tried to prove that the theory of special creation is not correct. So let us see how they are trying to disprove this. What are the critics given by these two scientists with regarding to the theory of a special creation to prove it is wrong. So the first critics is Earth is very old, not thousands of years as thought earlier, but billion years of old. Here this I have cited even while speaking about origin of Earth. Earth was created by about 4.5 billion years old. How can Charles Darwin and Alfred Wallace speak about? They have got evidence. What is the evidence? Fossils. Because the age of the fossils show that some of the fossils age is some million years ago. So when the fossil itself, what can say lifespan is of a million years ago, how can Earth just be 4,000 years? So therefore, the idea that age of the Earth is 4,000 years old is wrong. Then the second thing is the geological history of the Earth closely correlated with the biological history of the Earth. That is, when you study the origin and evolution of life forms and when you study the origin of Earth, there's a match. As Earth evolved, the life started. So therefore, this clearly tells that Earth is very old. It is not just 4,000 years old. Then the third critics to this point is evolution is an inherent property of living beings. That is, all living creatures or all living creatures are going to undergo change. So in other words, evolution is not a single step as proposed by theory of special creation. It is going to occur in day-to-day basis or in a day-to-day life. So, and it's not that only one organism is undergoing change, any organism can undergo change. So therefore, evolution can occur in many organism or in any organism. Fourth critical point is the existing life form share similarities to varying degrees, not only among themselves but also with their ancestors that existed million years of ago. However, these ancestors were present at different periods in the history of the earth. That is, if you take man, man has got similarities with other fellow people. You take in man, there are four important races, that is Negroes, then albinos, Mongoloids, Indians. So Negroes are black, albinos are white, Mongoloids, okay, Indians are in between black and white. But even though major thing is color changes are there, but similarities are there. And not only that, human beings are not similar to human being. They have got some similarities with other organisms. For example, if you take human being, the digestive tract of human being matches with similarity if you take other mammals. Likewise, their ancestors, monkeys, if you take. So therefore, the similarities is not only with their fellow members but also with the ancestors, and these ancestors are maybe present now or they may be present at very age old. So therefore, there's a similarities between different forms of life, indicating that evolution has occurred by undergoing changes. That is, every organism at certain level of their lifespan, they have undergone change, and the simple one has got transformed into complex form. So therefore, evolution is not a single step. Then the fifth critical point is all through the history of life forms on earth, there has been both extinction of old forms and evolution of new forms. That is, yes, when you trace the history of evolution, some organisms were created very early, some organisms were created later on, and even now new organisms have been appearing. But thing is, the all the organisms which have been created earlier are not existing now. For example, you take dinosaurs, they were there, but now they are not existing. Likewise, when you talk about dinosaurs after reptiles, Birds and mammals have evolved, so these are new forms of life. So therefore, evolution is a gradual process. It is not a single step process. That's what the sixth point speaks about. Evolution of life has been gradual. So that is, evolution is not a single step process. It is going to occur gradually, a slow process. But according to theory of special creation, evolution is a very fast process. Within a few days or at a single stretch, living organisms were created. But according to Darwin and Wallace, evolution is not a single step process, it's a gradual process. Then the next point is evolution of life forms occur due to occurrence of variation and differential reproduction. Yes, now they are trying to give out how evolution is going to occur. One reason for evolution to occur is variation, changes. Small or big changes can lead for evolution. Second thing is sexual reproduction. These are the two important causes due to which evolution has occurred. But theory of special creation does not speak about that. Then the next thing is individuals with favorable variation under existing or changed environmental condition will survive and outbreed others with less favorable variation. This is called natural selection. So, how variation is going to contribute for evolution of life forms? Thing is, when organism undergo change with within the environment what they are present, might be environment has changed, so organism also has to undergo change. So therefore, the organism which have developed a change which is going to make it to survive in the changing environment, their number increases. So their population increases. Whereas those organisms which cannot undergo positive or favorable changes, their number gradually decreases. So therefore, the animals which are more in number, they survive and they are supported by nature. So this is called natural selection. So one of the important force behind evolution is natural selection. If positive variation occurs, nature is going to support them. So how does natural selection, nature selects? That is, one is struggle for existence and other one is survival of fittest, that leads for reproductive fitness. So when nature is going to help you, that is, I told you, positive variation occur. Animals are trying to cope up with changing environment. So those animals are, I mean, by undergoing how variation is going to occur, struggle. They try to compete. They try to fight with changing environment. Very better thing is now you take corona scenario. Corona is a new disease which has been occurring, might be from last 6 months. And among this, you have seen some people, they are developing resistance. Their body is developing antibodies to fight against coronavirus. They are surviving. So they are called survival of fittest. Whereas some people, they are unable to cope up with corona, they are dying. So their number is less when compared to the population of people who are trying to develop what can say better condition to live in present scenario of coronavirus. So therefore, such what can say people who can survive, they will be selected by natural selection. So therefore, nature provides them scope to fight with environment. So who will win? They will survive. Who are going to lose? They are going to die. So therefore, the people who live, their offsprings are better one. So they will become reproductively fit. They are going to produce healthy offspring. So therefore, those healthy offsprings will be supported by nature. So hence, natural selection occurs because of struggle for existence and survival of fittest. So once the organism is going to survive in changing environment, as I told you, their population is going to increase, which in due course of time is going to lead for formation of new species. The last critics is the life forms which are unable to compete with survival of fittest are eliminated. So this is the point which tells that why dinosaurs or other organisms are not existing today. That is, when the environment changed, these animals could not show positive changes. So they could not cope up with changing environment. So they could not survive. Nature could not support them. They perished. But the organisms which are living today, they underwent changes to the changing environment. Their number increased automatically. They became survival of fittest, and they are living today. But so I can say the animals which could not become fit, they died. So these are the 11 critical points which has been given by Darwin and Alfred Wallace to tell that the theory of can say special creation is wrong. Okay. So in the next class we are going to speak about evidences for evolution. Until then,